My life, I will live it through a love gaze, a self-love gaze.
My name is Rodney Tita.
My name is Olariche Obi.
My name is Mutana, and I'm Kenyan.
I was born and raised in the United States of America.
Today is 2 years since I left home. Exactly 2 years since I left home.
The longest I have lived away from home is 5 years.
The farthest I've lived away from home, maybe 9,000 kilometers in the US, for school, also for adventure, also for business.
France was definitely the farthest.
The day that I found out I was going to go and study in France, it was really a mixture of excitement and nervousness and sadness because I was leaving my home and I was leaving the people I loved and cared for.
The day that I found out I was leaving, I was super excited because, I was just graduating and I knew I didn't want to work an office job. Like a 9 to 5 has never suited me. It felt really, really good when I knew that I had the opportunity to go explore a little bit outside of America.
Living away from home felt very strange for me. It was this place that was, oddly familiar because now I've lived, in this place for a few years, but also a place that never truly felt like home.
Being away from home has taught me lots of life lessons, lots of things to learn about living with people, new cultures, new foods, and also you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about yourself.
Living away from home felt like a new beginning, like I was doing something. And I was like one of the only ones of my friends that decided to move outside of the country because everybody wanted to start their jobs immediately after graduation. And I was like, no, like this is my chance to explore and find out who I am and see the lives of other people outside of America. Honestly, when I was living abroad, I got homesick for the things I felt like I was missing, obviously. So, like that fear of FOMO, missing out on my little sister growing up, but I was also missing out on all of my friends getting to hang out still and be together.
I got homesick quite a lot, but every time I do get homesick, I lean back to the things I love: family, food, and music.
So you miss people from time to time, but you pick up the phone, you call them, you text them. But I'm usually very, very just focused on the things I have to do, so I never really get homesick. But also that's probably because I've been in boarding school since I was a kid. Like I went to boarding school when I was like 8 or 9, so I'm very used to it. But yeah, if you miss people, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
The way I handled homesickness, I think, was trying to find something more fun where I was to be like, oh, look, I'm doing these cool things. And to be fair, being on an island in the Mediterranean was like super dope. So I wasn't really that homesick, if I'm being honest.
Food, weather, especially when it's cold here. I think about Kenyan food and weather, and family, of course, always. Family is the most important thing you can have. And yeah, just the people you surround yourself with.
The place out in Corsica had this huge lavender garden, and that reminds me of my grandmother, which I guess is not home, but it is a familiar smell.
Un petit peu, oui. Oui? De temps en temps, oui.
Being away from home has taught me to adapt to new environments and appreciate my cultural diversity.
C'est pas une grande chaîne, c'est une chaîne que j'ai commencé, ça fait 1 an. J'ai commencé pendant le confinement, j'étais ennuyée un petit peu. Et
I have a different perspective of what my name means because it's a connection to my culture. But yeah, no, I've always known about, the strengths and weaknesses that my home country has. I want to start a life here, get some things running, and then, go home and make investments there as well. I want to be a global citizen and whatnot.
I went back home because I felt like I needed to get serious about like a career path. I am kind of sad that I left a lot of the times just because it was so nice to be around new things frequently and new people and have a new experience. My idea of home hasn't really changed. Like, I think I've always felt like most at home where I'm most comfortable. Because I feel like if I'm comfortable where I am, I can make myself a home. It's just really cool exploring places outside of the U.S. and having different perspective on what you should expect to get out of life and what you should want to get out of life.
The number one question that I get about being away is, "Ça te manque pas chez toi?"
So I've spent a lot of my time this year filming documentaries, and it's been so much fun, but also given me so many chances to learn.
Is home not missing from you? And the answer should be simple. I should say yes. I should say yes every day. And I would be right, but I always hesitate because that looks different every other day.
But now every time I think about home, I think about where I want to be and not a place. I think about where I want to be. So yeah.
I came back to Kenya because I truly believe in the potential of the cultural and creative industries in Africa. And I think that Kenya is really one of the cities in Africa that's paving the way for this development and for this new generation of creatives who are ready to tell the African story.
Yeah, overall, it's been an interesting experience. I can't say it's been perfect, but I'm getting what I wanted to get, the chances I wanted to get, and I intend to take them.
And home is not necessarily missing from me. I bring her along with me, alongside my heart. And on a day like today, we are trying our best to be right here, right where our feet are.